Hey, good day. This is Robert Brown with Freedom on Fire Hardcore Politics Edition. It is June the 8th, Thursday, 10:51 a.m. And right now, James Comey is in the hot seat. That's right, burning up. And I guess the people who on this Trump witch hunt is looking for the smoking gun to come out of James Comey's mouth that's going to tie Trump to Russia. Now, let me get this straight, because the average person don't dig deep into this stuff. And this is what I do on my spare time. Number one, while we're out here trying our best to get rid of Donald Trump, and rightfully so, if you really have a real reason to try to get rid of him, you have to have a reason to prove. You have to prove, now, read my words, prove, P-R-O-V-E-D, that he committed a crime, a legitimate crime against our country, in order to get him to step down. Or you got to kind of trick him, like we did Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton did that deposition and lied on that deposition under oath. And that lie, out of all the things that they tried to get on him, that lie under oath about Monica Lewinsky caused him to get impeached. This is no different. People say it's different. Trump colluded with Russia. First of all, the Russia narrative was fabricated. It was already proved through a WikiLeaks with the storyline of a book that some of the leaders in the Democratic Party were developing. And they've been playing this Trump-Russia card from day one, since Trump mentioned that something about he's not going to go against Putin. He'll try to work with Putin to get rid of ISIS, because Putin is trying to fight ISIS and we're trying to fight ISIS. So why are we going to try to not tag team with him? Oh, because he's a dictator. He's a killer. No, we're not going to go into that, because who are we to call dictators and killers? Yeah. We take people out and install our leaders in different countries. That's what we do. We supply arms to so-called rebel forces, which is really terrorists, to go fight against a government leader who's primarily a democratic government where they vote on their president, not a total takeover, not a theocracy like they have in Saudi Arabia, who we're funding weapons and all that kind of stuff. These people are not monarchs. They're not a theocracy. You got countries like Iran. Yeah, I hate to say it, but they are a democracy. Iraq was a democracy. Yeah, I gotta say, Saddam Hussein was kind of threatened not to vote against, but still, they were a democracy. These places were flourishing places that accepted Christians, Buddhists, Muslims in their circle. Saudi Arabia don't do that. Syria does. Libya did. Iraq did. But we took out their leaders. And here's the thing about it. Our government do not want a democratic government outside of the United States, other than the Western countries like France, Italy, the United Kingdom, things like that, Australia, things like that. We've had this plan to take over governments for a long time, a strategy. Label the leader a dictator, accuse him of killing his own people, and take him out, and let's put in our puppet leader. We did it in Iraq. We did it in Afghanistan. We did it in Libya. Tried to do it in Libya. We messed that up thanks to Hillary Clinton. Now it's a failed state with no leader. ISIS actually took over because the way she did it was not the right way to do it, which is still the wrong way to do it. We shouldn't be doing that crap. But she didn't follow the playbook, trying to be like Obama, trying to be like Bush, messed it all up. Now the place is a failed state, and they're actually marketing women off as slaves in Libya. Libya was a flourishing, beautiful country, rich in resources, that accepted all religions. Accepted all religions. The people did not have to pay for education. Matter of fact, they paid them to get an education. Libya. Yes, I'm talking about your boy. He did that for his people. Gaddafi. The people didn't have to pay a light bill. The people didn't have to pay a water bill. He funded those people who wanted to start businesses. If you wanted to go to school in the United States, you can go to school in the United States. All they asked was 1 year to come back and work, and your debt was paid. Yeah, we're trying to take our governments like this. But at the same time, we'll fund governments that's filthy, stinking rich, like Saudi Arabia, like Israel. Now, I'm a Christian and I have my thing about Israel, but Israel have universal health care. They have free education. They have the things that we are crying for. Yet at the same time, our government say we don't have the money for it. You doggone right we don't have the money for it, because we keep giving it to people like Israel and Saudi Arabia. Now, here's the deal. The Democratic elite, corporate Democrats, and people who just hate Trump. And, you know, me, I'm not in that category. I don't hate people. I mean, even Hillary Clinton, I don't hate her. I don't think she'll make a good president. I mean, she left. Anything she touched turned to crap. You go look at her record. Go look at her record. That's why when people tell me she was the most qualified at what? Felon? She failed the Secretary of State. She failed the Senator. She didn't do crap here in New York State. And she wasn't that good of a wife, as far as I know. If she was, Bill would have been cheating around, right? Unless he was just, it was, anyway, let me get off that. Let me get this. So everybody's watching the Comey testimony. I'm about to watch it. Prime time, about to get my popcorn and my orange juice. I'm supposed to be going to sleep. I got to go to work today. And here we are, looking for the man to bring Trump down. First of all, the man already testified that Trump did not ask him to do anything illegal. And if he lied about that, guess what? Comey will end up going to jail, or end up being reprimanded for lying under oath. You're not going to get rid of that guy that easy. Sure, right now, I mean, the way he's governing right now, he suck. He turned his back on the people, made all these promises to the people. But let me go back on this, making the promises to people. A lot of promises Trump made to the people he is fulfilling, or at least trying to fulfill. It's just like Obama. Obama made a lot of promises to us, like some he did and some he did not do. Like he was supposed to jail the big bankers, Wall Street, but he didn't. Trump tried to do the immigrant ban. Tried. That was part of his platform. That's something he promised that he would do. It failed miserably, but at least he tried. And his base will be saying, at least my man tried. They just wouldn't let him. Trump got out of the Paris Agreement, just like he said. People all up in an uproar. The man said he was going to get out of the Paris Agreement. Do I think it's foolish for him to do it? You doggone right. It's stupid. The man said he's going to repeal and replace Obamacare. Stupid thing to do. Even though Obamacare is not enough and we need to go single payer, it's something. But he did. He's trying to repeal it, and he's trying to replace it with another crappy plan. So he is trying to keep some of his promises. Now, for us, the economic promises and things like that, dude got some work to do. I think that he killed the TPP. Now, will he turn around and redo it? It seems like anything that Obama did, he's trying to either kill it or do it better, instead of doing something on his own, building his own legacy. So his base isn't going to be that thrown off right now, because they're probably saying the same thing we said with Obama. Let's give the brother a chance. Now, Democrats is like, no, we got to impeach him. So what we do, well, I'm not a Democrat no more. I'm an independent, but I vote Democratic a lot. What we're trying to do, Maxine Waters and all these other people, is trying to find something to impeach him on. It's the same thing with the Republicans and Bill Clinton, trying to find something to impeach him on. Couldn't find nothing. Couldn't find nothing. Now, I got to tell you, there's a lot of things that we could impeach Trump on other than this rush Trump crap, this fake narrative to try to cover up for Hillary sucking so bad as a politician. Now, let me tell you something. She sucked. She lost. It ain't nothing to do with Russia. It has something to do with her. All she did was talk about Trump like a dog, and she didn't talk about anything about what she's gonna do for us in this country. It's a bunch of latitudes and platitudes. Stronger together, breaking the barriers. That's all that came out of her mouth. And Trump is bad. Trump is this. Trump is that. You got to give people something to vote for. She said we not going to get universal health care. It's never going to get done. How you think you're going to get a vote with that? I want to be Obama 2.0. A lot of people know Obama record wasn't all that we thought it was. See, this is what I keep telling people. The person you're into these identity politics, but when you look at the record of somebody, their voting record is horrible. The policies is horrible. The things that they voted on is just terrible. So much as I like Obama as a president, and there are a lot of things that he did great, but there's a lot of things he didn't do great. People want to ignore the things that he didn't do great. I got to talk about the good and the bad. I mean, you get married, man, you got to deal with the good part of your wife and the bad part of your wife. Her feet stink. You know, she leave the drawers. You know, all kind of stuff. You gotta love people through that mess. You know, wash your feet, put the drawers up. You know, you gotta love people through that. So I tried to love Obama through his mistakes. But yet at the same time, I try to do that with every president. And I try to do that with Trump, but he's really making it hard. Really, really making it hard. So with the Democrats doing the same witch hunt tactics as the Republicans did to Bill Clinton, it doesn't get us anywhere. At the same time, people in Flint, Michigan and different parts of the country are still tempted to drink tainted water. The supplies for the clean waters that's been brought into those areas are diminishing. The people can't go back into their house, and the people don't want to pay their water bill because the water is dirty, and rightfully so, but now they're trying to kick them out of their house for not paying their water bill. How is that fair? You still got the Indians dealing with the pipeline, trying to fight that to keep this oil from spilling into their clean water and messing up the Indian reservations. You still got 50 million people that do not have health care under Obamacare now. They're struggling and on their deathbed, some of them. You got all these other issues in America, and all I hear is Trump, Russia, and nobody's talking about the real issues that's going on that affect people's lives every day. The people in Flint, Michigan ain't thinking about no Trump, Russia. People who don't have a job is not thinking about Trump, Russia. People who are in the hospital on their health care, on their deathbed, who Obamacare will not cover their sickness, they're not thinking about Trump, Russia. They're thinking about living. And you're trying to bring the man down on the wrong thing. There's no evidence. The CIA said there's no evidence. All you have is intelligence sources said, hearsay, she say, crap. No evidence, no proof. You haven't looked. The FBI haven't looked at the DNC servers. CrowdStrike did. Why? Why the FBI? Why are you not looking at the servers? Now, I'm kind of glad, but I'm not glad that Comey is not the FBI director. I wish Trump would have picked somebody else other than Jeff, racist as a mother, Session. But one thing he's going to do is he's going to petition to look at the DNC server. And I'm for them on that, because we need to know what really happened. The evidence so far lead to an inside leak in the DNC, not an outside hacking of our elections. If you want to talk about an outside hacking the election, why don't you talk about the outside hacking, outside controlling and manipulating of the DNC Democratic primary process that David Wasserman Schultz, Neera Tanden, John Podesta, Robbie Mook, Donna Brazile, and Hillary Clinton, and all of them did against Bernie. That was proven. That was fact with evidence. Nobody's talking about that. That should be talked about more than Trump Russia, because we got proof. People need to be brought down for that crap. Brought down. Now, yeah, we got Comey on the stand. Instead of talking about that, talking about Trump and Russia. Now, excuse the technical difficulties. I don't know why my video is doing this, but hey, I'm not stopping and I'm not doing over again. Now, let's say Comey do have something on Trump that can bring Trump down. Hooray, we got rid of the orange fascists. You think Hillary Clinton gonna get the job? Please, she lost. No, the next person up is Mike Pence, man. Mike Pence is Donald Trump on steroids. Donald Trump on steroids. And the thing about Mike Pence, he's not that upfront, bombastic person that we can fight against. They're so ugly. The things that he do is so ugly that we can push back against him. Mike Pence is a smooth white guy with white hair, with a nice perpendicular talk, just like Obama and just like Justin Trudeau, and the kind of talk that so smooth and so perpendicular, and you just nod your head and say yes. At the same time, behind the scenes, they're doing stupid stuff against the people of this country and the people of other countries. Pence is more meticulous when it comes to dealing with the Congress, because he's part of Congress, been part of Congress for years. Donald Trump don't know nothing about how to work the halls of Congress, but Pence does. Pence remind me of Frank Underwood from the House of Cards, working his way up the ladder to the presidency. The reason Trump picked Pence, because if you find out what Pence really is, you wouldn't dare try to get rid of Trump and let Pence take over. Why? Because Pence is 10 times the Trump, with the smooth tactic to control Congress into voting for things that's going to hurt the American people. See, right now, Trump do something, everybody, they see it, they go against it. Not with Pence. Pence, that smooth dude, I'm telling you. Next thing you know, something gets signed in law, and you don't know it till 5 days later, 5 weeks later, 5 months later. So be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. I'm telling you now. Pence is worse than Trump. Get it out of your head, people. We have a chain of command. There is no way a Democrat going to be the president in these next few years. They're going to have to wait till after Trump term, or after Pence term, or after Paul Ryan. Oh, God. Paul Ryan is worse than Trump and Pence combined. You want that? And if Ryan is gone, you're going to get Mr. ExxonMobil himself. Do you want Mr. ExxonMobil himself to be running this country? Come on, people. Wake the heck up, man. All this crime for Trump, Russia, Trump, Russia. If you go get the man, get him on Jared Kushner and his daughter being in the White House. That's supposed to be no-no. Holding positions in the White House, that's favoritism and nepotism. The United States government don't supposed to be playing that in the White House. Get him on that. Get him on some of the deals that he's doing now. After he done put a golf course in Saudi Arabia, now he's going to give them weapons? Pay for play. Get him on that. You do understand if you get them on that, you're going to have to get Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton on that too, because they did paper plate with Saudi Arabia and with Qatar and things like that. So be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. You don't want Trump to leave. Believe me. I want him to leave, but I don't want him to leave. Why? Because we can fight against him. The Republicans not 100% on his side. And you know the Democrats, and you know the people, a lot of people not on his side, only his base backs him up. And if he do something that's bombastic, the way he carries himself, and he's not political. We can push back against him. But when you get a Pence in the office, or Paul Ryan, or Mr. ExxonMobil himself, you're going backwards. It's going to hurt you. To me, actually, I'm going to tell you what I think. Trump can be controlled. And I'm going to talk about this next. All you have to do is turn the Congress back over to progressive. I don't give a crap what blue. People, I'm talking about that. Turn it back blue. No, turn it progressive. Because there's some blue I don't want in office. I don't care who in the heck is the president. There's some Democrats, I don't want them in office because they're just as worse as Republicans. And I'm not even going to name no name, Nancy Pelosi. Just as worse. Just as worse. Claire McCaskill. Just as bad. Cory Booker. Just as bad. It's a lot of people I can talk. Maxine Waters ain't did nothing for Oklahoma, California, haven't done crap for them in almost 20 years. She's been in office for 3 decades and have not done nothing for Southern California, especially the black community. You got people like John Lewis, civil rights icon, went over the bridge in Selma, got water hose and beat down. Took office in the past 20 years, ain't did jack for his community and his people. Some people don't deserve to be in office, even with the D by their name. Joe Manchin, Mr. Then primary me then. Guess what? We are primary you. You get what you asked for, Doc. Joe Manchin. Dianne Feinstein. Mr. Millionaire woman herself, talking about we can't get single parent. I guess we can. You got it, but the people can't get it. And we don't want to put you in office for you to get it. And you can't do it for us. So again, be careful what you wish for. You're not getting rid of Trump is not going to put a Democratic in office. That's not how the game is played. Trump step down, Pence take over. Get something on Pence, which is going to be hard to do, very, very hard to do, because he's smarter than that. He's no dummy. Then you're going to get Paul Ryan. Then you're going to get Russ of ExxonMobil. And it goes down the line. The thing about Trump is, in 2018, we can use Trump as something to fight against. You can't do that with Pence. Because Pence is smooth. You're not going to see the ugly that Pence do. Just like you didn't see the ugly that Obama did. You're not going to see it. Ah, man. I'm almost done. People, we got to do better than this. Trump is a hidden treasure. We can win more people in the House and in the Congress by fighting against him instead of getting rid of him. And once that happens, we can put brackets on him. We can put a brace around him where he can't just do anything he want to do, because now he's lost his congressional power. If we could turn the Senate back over to a true progressive, those who work for the people, then we could put a lockdown on Trump. But you get rid of Trump, it's going to be hard for us to have something to fight against. Because fighting against Pence is not going to be an easy task. And Pence probably have a strategy to increase more seats in the Congress versus lose them. The Democrats have lost 1,000 positions in the past 8 freaking years under President Obama and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And I fought Obama because he did not go campaign for those people. He did not go campaign for those people. Those people needed his help and he didn't help. Bernie Sanders is out there finding candidates and running them and trying to get them elected. Obama should have did the same thing. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Get rid of Trump. You're going to get Pence. And oh my God, you're going to realize that, oh, this is, what have I gotten myself into? Get rid of Pence, you're going to get Paul Ryan. Oh, disgusting. You're trying to, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a position, you're trying to get rid of food stamp, you're trying to get Social Security, you're trying to get every so-called entitlement, which is not an entitlement, with paid taxes into it. You're going to try to get rid of all that, trying to get rid of Trump, trying to get rid of Pence and things like that. Because these guys will get rid of it. And you can't get another Democratic in the office or progressive in the office for the presidency till 2020. There's not going to be a recount, and we don't just install people in that office. It's a chain of command. So again, be careful what you wish for. You're going to get it. Now, do I think Comey is going to have a smoking gun? No. So don't get so hyped up thinking this is the day that we're going to get rid of Trump. No. You got to think with a political mind. It just don't work like that. And if you're thinking that's going to put a Democratic in office or possibly put Hillary in that seat, man, go somewhere with that stupid stuff. It don't happen that way. All right? Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. I'm Bob TV. Peace.